Thank you, Reverend Eric. Next, we'll have Cindy Siclari speak.
My name is Cindy Siclari, and I feel very passionate about this. I have to tell you, though, given the nature of the circumstances, it's difficult for me to speak publicly, but I'll do my best. I'd like to tell you about my own personal situation regarding the death sentence. My family has been devastated by the loss of my husband's baby sister. She was more like a sister to me. She say that to me often. I met her when I was in high school. She's the godmother of one of my daughters. And would come up frequently for weekends from New Jersey. My daughter would ironically say, "Mom, if anything ever happens to Aunt Janet, to you or Dad, I want to go live with Aunt Janet." So in the summer of 1999, she and her other brother vacationed in Nags Head, North Carolina. After an evening out, she came back and stepped out onto the beach of the hotel for a cigarette. It was there that she was brutally raped and murdered. It took 4 years after that for them to identify the murderer. It was through a cold case. They had placed DNA evidence from a previous sex offender and found a match. It wasn't until January of '98 that that case went to court, though. The individual was indicted in March of '97, and after a 13-day trial, he was convicted. They do have the death sentence in North Carolina, so that's how they tried him. I have to tell you, there is no word to describe what it's like to be sitting here and to view the murderer within this many feet of where you're standing. He showed absolutely no remorse. During the time of deliberation, every juror was screened for the death sentence, and so we had to wait that out, which was agonizing. I called home to find out how my children were doing, and it was my 13-year-old son who said to me, "Mom, I hope that he doesn't get the death sentence because I know God doesn't want that man's blood on our family's name." And it really shocked me back into reality. Yeah, that was not the answer. Well, at the next session, it was a hung jury. All but one juror would agree to the death sentence. So the judge then imposed 2 consecutive life sentences on this individual. In my opinion and my family, the loss of one life does not replace another. The death penalty does bring unnecessary pain and prolonged anguish in this type of a loss. As the Reverend said, there is a sense of finality, but there's never closure from a loss of a murder. I think by its own intrinsic process, the death sentence also creates a waiting period, and it causes an even greater post-traumatic stress on the victims' families. I believe that these individuals should live out their lives in prison, and with people like themselves. I believe that they should be allowed to live according to their own destiny and fate, and that they should be in the very environment that they created for themselves. In light of all this, I don't believe that the death sentence is an answer, and so I do hope that this law is abolished. Thank you.